Good afternoon. It's the day you've all, well, some of you, have been waiting for here in the Elite Hockey Experience. It's the 2017 EHE Draft Lottery. On behalf of the Board of Directors for the EHE, I am the Commissioner, Kevin Lacey, and I welcome you here this afternoon, and thank you for watching this proceeding here. We're recording, of course, because we want this to be preserved and there can be no question as to what occurred. But before we begin, let's have a moment of reflection for the former two-time Calder Cup champions, the Charlotte Checkers.
I will remember you.
Oh, no.
Will you remember me?
Okay, I think I can get through this, guys. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, the NHL tried to trump the insanity of our draft lottery from last season by having New Jersey, of all the teams, New Jersey won the draft lottery. Therefore, to beat the excitement of this year's real draft lottery, we're just going to name New Jersey the lottery winner with the 0.9% odds. So congratulations, New Jersey. Good night. No? Okay. All right. So if you can see this now, the San Jose Mercury News is really bad at printing the date on these newspapers here. So hopefully you can see it is Wednesday, May 10th, 2017. And it is 2:33 p.m. Pacific time. So all team representatives and randomly selected members of the media joining us to witness this event will be locked in this room until Gary Bettman finally decides that the Coyotes aren't working out more. Well, ever. I hope you all brought your snacks because we're going to be here for a really long time. Stephen Guff, how's those chewables, those fruit chews going? Good? Good? Ah, man. All right. So this afternoon we are going to conduct 3 drawings using a weighted lottery system to determine the first 15 selections for the 2017 EHE Draft Lottery. The first drawing will decide the team receiving the first overall selection. The second drawing will decide the team receiving the second overall selection. And guess what? The third drawing will decide the team receiving the third overall selection. With the exception of the clubs selected in the first 3 drawings and the first round position ultimately assigned by the Vegas Golden Knights, the remaining clubs will be assigned selections 4 through 15 based on inverse order of their regular season point total in 2016-17. All right, we got one botch. Drink up, folks. That's one botch. All right, now the Vegas Golden Knights, having not yet played in the EHE, will receive the same lottery odds as the team who finished with the third worst record in EHE, the 28th place team. In that case, it's the Dallas Stars. To accommodate the addition of a 15th team in the draft lottery drawing, the odds of all other participating lottery teams have been reduced proportionately from the odds utilized in our previous renditions. Let me show you here, as usual, as always. This random number generator will select 3 numbers ranging from 1 through 1,000. All numbers were assigned to each team at random by random.org, and the same number assignments will be used for each of the 3 drawings. The list of the random number lookup chart was posted Monday morning on EliteHockeySim.com. Now I'm just going to run some tests as usual. There will be 3 tests. These are not official drawings, just to show you that this thing works. So 29, 640. I still have the Australian. Actually, you haven't seen that video. Oh, so 42. Let me just clear this. What I was going to say was I love that sexy Australian accent that Siri has on my phone. But you have no idea what I'm talking about because we still don't know, or at least you don't, who the Vegas Golden Knights GM is. That video is to come because everybody who qualified to be the Vegas Golden Knights general manager are still active in the playoffs. So we don't actually know officially, publicly yet, who the Golden Knights GM is. So if the Golden Knights win tonight, nobody's going to celebrate. I'll celebrate. What the hell? That would be cool. So better than 6th overall, those poor guys. Okay, so So from this point, the club assigned to the first number drawn will secure the right to the first overall selection in the 2017 EHE Draft Lottery. Well, in the EHE entry draft. That's 2 botches. Drink up, folks. This club will not be eligible in the second and third drawings, and all numbers assigned to that club for the subsequent drawings will be designated as redraw numbers. Similarly, the club assigned to the second non-replicated number drawn will receive the second overall pick and will not be eligible for the third drawing. All numbers assigned to this club will also be designated as redraw numbers for the third drawing. Please note that the draft lottery determines the order of selection for the first round only. And you know what's coming. For all subsequent rounds, the order reverts to the original order established by inverse order of regular season and playoff results, with the exception of the selections assigned to the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, does anyone have any questions? Steven, don't talk with your mouth full. Okay, let's see. Hey, Martin, can you pay attention, take your music earbuds out, because, this is kind of important. I know you're not, wait a minute. Martin, why are you even here? Why are you even here? You're not in the draft lottery. You know what? You're on timeout, Martin. Oh, geez, that Martin Ozench, I swear. Okay, so anyone have any questions? Where's Dan Boyle when you need some good material? All right, now I will conduct the lottery, and nobody in this room will be allowed to smile at any time during these lotteries. You, Cisco, calm down. Don't make me put you on timeout too. Okay, so let's begin, folks. Here we go. The first overall selection will be... Jeez. Who turned on a vacuum in here? Jeez, see, I told you there was going to be no smiling. All right, so 561. 561. And if I was prepared, I'd already have this up. So 561. Okay. So that's 561. And so now for the second number, the second drawing here. 718. 718. Now when we do go ahead and pull up the list, we will announce it from 15 to 1. By the way, here's the third drawing. 52. Okay, that's a redraw. First time ever in EHE history, that is a redraw. 564. And that's also a redraw. Here we go. This is what I was afraid of in last year's drawing. 296. Another redraw. 637. This is Gary Bettman and my worst nightmare. That was 637. Okay, I cannot get this. Oh, jeez. I'm falling apart, folks. Falling apart over here. All right, we got 3 teams. So, folks, are you ready? I'm not. Give me a moment. Let's show the odds up here one more time. In the meantime, I can put my phone down. I have too many folders open, folks. Sorry about that. Okay, folks, so of course you could skip ahead to the end of this video where we'll show the number 1 overall pick, but where's the fun in that? Alright, the number 15 overall pick in this year's draft lottery belongs to the New Jersey Devils. Chris, I know you thought that with your 0.9% you had a, you were going to win because New Jersey won in real life, but either you're going to have to make the playoffs next year or you're going to have to suck a little bit worse. So you're 15th overall. The number 14th overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Detroit Red Wings. Now, Detroit has another opportunity here later on because they hold 2 draft lottery picks with Montreal, which is this one, and San Jose later on. So they could still jump into the top 3. We'll find out. The number 13 overall pick in this year's draft belongs to the Toronto Maple Leafs. So Toronto stays at 13. The number 12 overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Florida Panthers. Hey, that's a different logo than what we used last year, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. I don't remember. You'll have to watch. Anyway, the number 11 overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft. But as we jump up to a whopping 3.2% chance for Columbus to not be in this pick, number 11 is the Columbus Blue Jackets. Of course it's Columbus. Why would anyone move up? All right, so the number 10 overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg is at number 10. Now the number 9 overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Detroit Red Wings. Ooh. So, Buffalo is not in this spot. That means the Buffalo Sabres have moved into the top 3 after last year where they had the best chance of winning the EHE Draft Lottery and they fell to 4th. But hey, they should have been at 9th this year and now they're in the top 3. So I guess karma works out, right? I don't know. Now, I guess in the reverse karma of this, Cisco, you acquired 2 lottery picks and you didn't move up. In fact, you moved back. Sorry, buddy. So Detroit is at 9th. Who else will move up? At number 8 this year in the entry draft, it will be the Philadelphia Flyers. So, congratulations, Wes. This would have been the 3rd straight year that the Flyers drafted 7th overall. But congratulations! You're at 8! Because Buffalo moved up. So, consistency? I don't know. It's about time the Flyers made the playoffs. Kind of get your GM motor running there, Wes. It's time for the Flyers to make the playoffs. The 7th overall pick in this year's draft won't be the Flyers, but it will be the Tampa Bay Lightning. Another team that needs to get their motor going because we've had a lot of lottery graduates from last year who made the playoffs for the first time this year. Philly and Tampa Bay, you've been in the lottery every year, so let's get it going, guys. Now the number 6th overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Calgary Flames. So Calgary also falls 1 spot because the Sabres moved up. Now at number 5, we're in the top 5, folks. Number 5 will be the Dallas Stars. Now Dallas is making a first-time appearance here in the draft lottery. They won 2 Stanley Cups, so don't feel too bad for Dallas. But they do fall 1 spot as they had the same odds as the Vegas Golden Knights at a tied for 3rd kind of situation. But Dallas falls 1 spot. Now, will Vegas also fall 1 spot, or will they jump into the top 3? The number 4 overall pick. And by the way, if that happens, Arizona's pissed. But the number 4 overall pick will be... Oh, it's the Vegas Golden Knights. So we don't know, you don't know who the GM is, but whoever he is will be drafting 4th overall for the Vegas Golden Knights this summer. Now we're in the top 3. What this means is Buffalo is the only so-called outside team to move up in this draft this year. So number 3, who will it be? It's down to Arizona, Chicago, and Buffalo. And it is the Buffalo Sabres. So hey, 3rd overall. It's not the top 2, but quite a jump from 9th for you there, Roberto. 3rd overall, not bad. Now the 2nd overall pick. The 2nd overall pick in this year's EHE entry draft belongs to the Chicago Blackhawks, which means that the number 1 overall pick in this year's 2017 EHE entry draft is the Arizona Coyotes. Gary Bettman and 4 fans in the city of Glendale are ecstatic. The Coyotes, and then Tim Scholl, of course. Who could forget Tim Scholl? You know, Gary Bettman refuses to let it die. Let the Coyotes die. But they might live again. They might be reborn here in the Elite Hockey Experience because they are drafting first overall in this year's entry draft. Congratulations to Tim, and I honestly am really excited for you, Tim, because you played the season out very honestly. You kept Henrik Lundqvist in throughout the season. There are many other teams who were trying to, there are anti-tanking rules in EHE, and I had to issue several warnings. Many teams dressing third-string goalies and dressing their backups for 30 games. Pretty absurd. There's ways to stretch things, but Tim, you played it honestly, so I'm very happy that you're the first overall pick this year. So Arizona, number 1, then Chicago, and then Buffalo, and then the order falls down from there. I hope you enjoyed this year's EHE Entry Draft Lottery. Have another drink. I probably bought something else along the way. But I hope you had a good time watching this. I had a good time. I always have a good time doing these. We'll see you in July. Please come up with a date. We'll talk about it in the forum. Of course, announcements over the summer and throughout the season are always posted in the forum. So let's brainstorm an entry draft date. I can guarantee it will not be July 22nd or 23rd because I am in a wedding that weekend and I have no interest in trying to focus on this league when I have other things going on. So, Arizona Coyotes drafted number 1 and then number 32. But you're drafting number 1 in this year's... No, actually, it's 33. This 31 team thing just throws me off. Arizona drafting 1 and 33. But you got to start somewhere, and you are drafting number 1. Good night, everybody.